Hey, how you guys doing? It's Frank, Realty One Group of Family here. I just want to start off by wishing you guys a happy fall 22 as we transition over into the holidays. I'll keep tabs on the real estate market for you. But just to start off, topics of today's episode, I'll be talking about buyers, sellers, interest rates, and how that's being affected, and also a little bit about a buyer experience that we had this week earlier, looking at a fixer-upper. But let's just dive into it. For the buyers, again, like in my last episode, you will have a better chance of being accepted in today's market. There's less competition for you. Two main thing is that you speak with your lender. Make sure that you can make those payments comfortably before submitting the offer. You don't want to be sticker shocked and you're in contract and then boom, what's going on, Frank? But just make sure that's happening. And three, I'm starting to see a lot of seller concessions. In my last episode, I spoke about a buyer that I represented, and we were able to get $5,000 in closing costs, or in this case, we were going to use them to purchase down the interest rate. And you can totally do that. I did a lot of that pre-pandemic market in 2018, 2019. So that's starting to come back, which is great. You can always refinance in the future. Just make sure you can comfortably make those payments with your two, let's go into the sellers. So for the sellers, you will notice the longer days on market. Roughly 21 days in Monterey County, 26 days in San Diego County. It's a price-sensitive market as we've transitioned more into a neutral market. I would say more of a buyer's market, but I'd say it's safe to say it's into the neutral area zone. At least for now. But just know that you have to price these homes accordingly. It's a price-sensitive market at the price of days on the market, as you can see. But let's dive into a little bit about interest rates. Interest rates. I did see an episode this morning, CNBC, where they were saying that the analysts were saying that the interest rates they were spiked too quickly, too fast, but they didn't give the market a chance to react or to consolidate or to do any of that. So in other words, they moved too quickly for anything to even happen, to give the market a chance. So I'm kind of along right there in those lines. So forecasting out, I can probably tell you that you probably won't see the 75 basis point hikes any longer. I think enough of that too quickly in too short a time for the market to react. But let's just talk a little bit about this buyer experience that I had with the lender. With the lender, I'm getting ahead of myself. But with the buyer, so we were looking at about 4 homes, fixer-upper, and it was a VA buyer. Some of the main things that you have to cross is 1, the appraisal bridge, and 2, the pest inspection. The lender is going to request both of these items as a VA if you're being financed by VA. So the pest inspection, section 1 is the main concern on the pest report. It's the actual damage, whether it be either the home needing to be tented or certain areas, for example, the eaves of the home, termites like to get into the eaves, or perhaps if you have a deck, maybe one of the boards need to be replaced, the water damage, things like that. That's one bridge. 2, the appraisal bridge. As a realtor, I've done these before. You just have to make sure that we can find enough sales comparables for that home. And in this market, it's not that big of a deal. Section 1, pest report is the biggest thing. So the fixer-upper, it was below fair value. Most of these homes that we saw a few of them were overpriced. They were sitting on the market for like 40 days. So that's one thing. But 2, I reiterated to the buyer that the pest report is the main thing. If you like the home, because he's a single man, he's not scared of getting his hands dirty, and he wants to make the home put his touches on the house, essentially. But I'll make a video later about it as we progress. We're still running numbers with the lender. We'll get creative before we make the offer. I just want to make sure that we run the numbers first, and then we submit the offer once he knows where his payments are going to be, so that way he doesn't get necessarily sticker shocked. But that's about it, you guys. Before the video it's too long. I'm just probably going to sign off and say you guys enjoy the rest of your guys' week. And if you guys have anything to say, links are below. Comment below and follow. I will be giving updates every week. All right, you guys. See you guys later. Bye.